Hey everybody, it's Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard of Test Automation, and today we are going to attempt to solve the circuit test that I built up with a WebSim. This is the circuit test, and just a little bit of reminder: the Automation Guild is going on tomorrow. It's starting all week this week, and you can check it out if you go over to my to this website. You can jump to it from there. I'm going to go and put the link for this onto our chat, and we're going to be chatting live for a little while, seeing if I can get this whole challenge to complete using autonomous applitools, and we'll be doing that with a couple of different tools over the next couple of days, especially when we got the conference going on. So hopefully we can get these taken care of very quickly. By the way, I do this live. I spent all morning building this. I have not done this with any particular tool or solving with any particular tool as of yet. It is just a challenge that I give to myself. And I figured, what the heck, I'll start with autonomous. We'll go over, maybe do test rigger, maybe we'll do functionize. Anyone who wants to give me a license to play around with, maybe bug, zap test. Whoever's up for the challenge or wants to even try it, because I've got the link over here. I'm going to even go and show you the comment over here. This is the URL I'm going to go to. And just a quick run through. You may have seen it live. I'm going to run through it one more time. We have 4 different paths, so we want to go through to build a time circuit for the DeLorean. So first, I'm going to do a wait with a gas gauge. Be able to hear the audio going over there. I may have to go and double check that. But it's basically building up the interface, and the interface will be ready soon as these numbers align and this activates. Okay, our numbers are aligning over here. Boy, I should double check that, because those numbers aren't really exactly aligning. But we've got the back to the past button over here. Our flux capacitor is running over here. So this is the point where we want to click the back to the past. You can hear, hopefully, our engines starting up, and we're going to go through the portal and come back to our main page over here. So that's the challenge. We'll do it with a gas gauge, then we'll try with a spinner, we'll try with toast messages and a pop-up. So the first thing we're going to do is, well, I want to go and copy this URL. I'm going to jump over to autonomous. We're going to do a custom flow and see if we can build this into it. I'm going to go and see if I can. I guess this says it's slidable, but it doesn't appear to be. So we are going, so it's not going to connect unless I give it a starting URL. So there is my starting URL. I'm going to go and connect over there. Now I should be able to adjust that a little bit. We get a little bit of adjustment over there. Cool. I don't have a name for this test yet, but we will, let's see, describe the flow in your own words. We will describe it as, let's see, well, first of all, we're going over here. So the first thing I want to do is, we are in a recording mode, and we'll click on wait for the gas gauge. Interesting enough, I don't hear the sound on that. Does it matter? I don't think so. I don't think it's much of an issue there. All right. And it's basically building what we're doing over there. So we're going to say, I guess we're going to say, click the back to the past button. We'll do that. There it says click back to the past. Really not much more to this. Not too much of a challenge. And a few seconds later, it comes back and says, hey, we want to definitely see if build this is over here. Now it says click. I'm not really clicking. I want to verify. I want to say verify. I think it should do. Up is visible. And that's our first challenge. So it's going over there and verifying it. Now it came back and said green. I think we're going to go and create and run. So we are as good as we're going to get. We're going to hit the stop the recording. I think we can Let's see. I think we are saying that we're going to run this. I think we'll run this one over here and see if we get what we expect. All right. Actually, what I want to do is hit the retest. There we go. So first, we're going to go over to the URL. We click on the wait with the gas gauge, and then we are clicking on the back to the past. Now, remember, it takes several seconds for this to pop up. So we're going to see if it's able to see. The thing is that it sat there and said, nope, the element isn't found because we don't have enough wait time for it to do. So what we want to do is we want to go and check our settings. Let's see if we can do something like we can do. We'll go insert something over here. Let's go say wait. Now, if I type wait, it says wait for something to appear. I will say back to the past. Let's do that. Back to the past to appear. And let's go and run it over here. We can actually, I'm going to hit it over here. Now I'm going to go give it a run, see if we see it. Back to the past does. And then we're going to hit a click on the back to the past button. And then that should click on it. Does it? Yep, it brings us back. As I said, there's a lot of timing issues with this particular page. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. And then we'll give this one and verify that we see this over here. All right, let's give this a retest and see what happens. So we're going to click on this button. We're going to wait for back to the past to appear. Now, how long does it wait? That's the important thing. So it's sitting there locating the element, performing user action. I believe there are settings that we can adjust for this particular test and see what we can do to so we have some run settings over here. We'll see about that. Okay, it says it did appear. We're going to click back to the past. It does take a few seconds, and then it comes back over here. Hey, guess what? That all passed. That is awesome. Hey, look at this. I've got a couple of people watching. There's somebody coming up from Twitter. Not Twitter, coming up from Twitch. And we also have somebody watching from Facebook. Say hi. By the way, you can ask Paulie anything. If it's my cousin, who's watching me, we had a rough week this week, and I had to kind of put my mind on other stuff. So, hey, man, to heads off to you. We went through some interesting things this week, and nothing I really want to talk about. So, ask Paulie any questions. So, we got the first one done, right? And we got that. And we're going to go and see if we can do the second one. All right. So we are going to be recording over here. And we are still recording. So we're recording this pod. So we're going to do the recording over here. We're going to say, click on wait for spinner. All right. And essentially, I think we're going to just copy this and wait for this to appear. So I'm going to go over here and see if I can duplicate. So I duplicate that step, and I'm going to go and grab it and put it at the bottom over here. All right. So waiting for back to the past to appear and see if there's any spinners or anything. Yeah, it would be kind of cool if we could just identify spinners. I wonder if I type in here spinner, S-P-I-N-N-E-R. I've got an alarm going off. Hold on 1 second here. That's annoying. I'll be right back. I have to go get my alarm and turn it off. What was it you said? Okay. All right. You gonna come visit me? Huh? Hello? You coming to visit? I am surprised that I did not have my phone with me. And guess what? We have a very special visitor today. Willow, you want to come up and say hi to the people? She always comes up on the right-hand side because she's a left-handed dog. Here we go. Come up over here. Say hi to the nice people. All right. You're kind of an invisible dog over here, but that's there she is. There's my pup. The amazing invisible invisible pup. Let me see if she'll come up over here. 1 second. Willow, come here. Come here. Come on. Get up here. Come on. There you go. The invisible pup. I can't believe this dog is not all that visible, but there we go. We have a guest. Hello, Willow. How are you doing? Did you come to lick my face? Please don't lick my face. All right. Get out of here. Go take care and keep an eyeball on your brother over there because he's getting into trouble, I'm sure. All right. We're going to go back over to our stage over here and bring it up a little bit bigger. Thinking maybe, let's see. I'm going to try and what did I do here? I want to try and make this screen a little bit bigger so we can kind of see exactly what's going on over here. All right, so let's go back over to 100% over here. Okay. So looks like the AI has been kicking in a few things while I was away. It's selecting things, selecting March. Yeah, it did it. It went and did it. I can't believe this. Look at this. Oh my God. Yep, it went over to March. And cool. We get it over there. Click on this. I can bring this over here. So it's actually entering in the dates and times automatically, saying, "Hey, I bet you want to test that," which is actually kind of cool. All right, I'm going to go and bring this back to our regular zoom size. Now it's interesting. Where is my button? The interface is working. That's kind of cool. But I don't see my button down here. I wonder if we found a path where there's something wrong. All right. So we're going to wait for this button to appear. We're going to wait for back to pass, and then we're going to click on it. So click the wait with spinner button, and then we're going to wait for this to appear, and then we're going to go and click this. So where is our click? Our gas gauge, where this is our back to the past button. So we're going to go and duplicate that. All right. Now these two buttons over here, I'm going to bring this down to the bottom over here. There we go. So it says it can click it. We should be hearing the sound effect going off, and we come back to our main page. So even though I didn't see it up there, it did detect it and it did run it. All right. So I'm going to go and say stop the recording over here, and we're going to go and reset this and see if we can get this to execute. All right, so it jumped right to the page, and it is waiting for the back to the past to appear. So it should be coming up shortly. And if this works, then we have 2 of these done, which will be great. There it is. It's clicking back to the past, and now it's going to go back to our main frame. There we go. Now we're going to go click with wait with a spinner. It's interesting. We're not seeing the bottom of this. I wonder why that interface is. By the way, we do have a drop down of custom times and dates that we can have in there. So maybe I'll update that in a future version. There we go. Now it says select November 12th from the drop down over here, which it did not, which is interesting. All right, so I'm going to go and ditch that over here. And I'm going to go say run from this step over here. Wait for back to the past to appear, which it's already there. Then it's going to attempt to select this. Okay, we're going to select March, and we did it, already did it. So it's already good there. And run next steps. So we'll run the next steps over there. It's chugging away. making all sorts. It's actually selecting the drop-down list. It's all good, and it clicks the back to the past button. All right, that was pretty easy. All right, now we're going to try and do it with toast messages. Are we recording? Our recording is paused. We're going to start recording again, and we're going to click on wait for a toast message. Now, it added it right to the bottom over here, which is good. You know what? If I wanted to add something in the middle, I bet you I could do that. That would be a good interface to do. All right, here we go. So we got the temporal history. I wonder what I did over here that I did not, I don't see it. So we have our, oh, I need to zoom in there a little bit. And we have little pop-ups that come up here at the top. And it's like clicking on it, click the icon to the right of enter text. We're going to delete that. We're just, we clicked on a wait for a toast message. Okay. So I think we're going to verify that a toast message appears. Although they are random, let's say, click back to the past. Now let's see, we did all of these and I clicked on the presets. We click back to the past. So what I want to do is I'm going to delete this. We're going to go wait on a toast message. I want to go and click on, you know, it would be a really good idea is if I click on, if I do all three of these. Let's see, I'm waiting, click on the wait spinner. We're going to go wait for this to appear. And where's our click? We're click on the gas gauge. We wait for this. Oh yeah, these two should appear together. So let's see if we can select, click to select an element in the browser. It's not exactly what I want. I want to, I think I'll pause the recording over here. We'll stop that. In fact, we'll probably exit out. I'm going to hit the select button over here because there's a few things I want to do. I think I would like to put two things together because we're going to wait for the back to the past to appear, and then we end up clicking on it, right? Wait for back to the past to appear, and then we click on it. We take these two things, and we are going to make them a reusable element. We're going to create a flow. And there's a drop down here, so we can delete that. Okay, we're going to create a flow, and that is wait and click back to the past. Back to the past. There you go. And we'll create that. And now we've got this step over here that we can, that's a combination. And if we click on the add button over there, I think we can do it. Okay, test was created from the selected test. That's cool. All right. Oh, hang on. That's my system. I'm gonna go wait. I'm gonna go reset that over there. It'll come back on us. No big deal. All right. Let's see. I think it's my router decide. Oh, I hope I'm still broadcasting because it would suck if my router was not working over there. Let me see. I think they've done it. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go. This is our time challenge over here and our tests. So we're going to go back to the list. This is our test over here. And I had the two done up here. All right. The only thing is, do the connect, is that we should have that previous version available over there. Let's see. Autocorrect language model is active. All right, that's kind of cool. Now, I believe this is the custom flow. So what I want to do is I want to go back to the tests. That's a custom flow. Did I not name the test? Did I not? It's a full website test, right? So I want to go back over here. Too many weights, number 47. Next. Able to access full path. All right. Set a max number of URLs to include in test and the custom flow. Is that flow in there? Wait, click and wait. Okay. So this would be a flow that you would do before the test. Should be one that we can do after as well. If I select this, basic authentication, existing, okay, we've got those. We created that. All right. Let's go back to our test because I think my problem was I did not name this test when I named it. Full website. You know what? I'm not sure what it does when it goes to a full website. Did I select that? Maybe that's my problem. That was the URL. It did not like that. Okay, it means I got a bad URL over there. It's not the application. All right, so let me go to a custom flow over here. And this was my problem. I did not give it a test name before I said create and run. So that's bad. My bad on me. All right. So this is going to be the circuit flow challenge. All right. And I'm going to go put in a value there. By the way, you can parameterize values in there. That's kind of cool. What's the size of our screen? Desktop, tablet, mobile. I am cool with the desktop over here. Description, test, all for flows. Okay. Do I have a test plan? I don't have a test plan. Don't need it. All right. So do we have the name now? Let's see. I'm going to go and say run. That will bring up our interactive browser and we'll give it one more shot. Okay. So maybe the best thing, and we'll do this. Okay, we did the wait for the gas over there. All right. We do have examples of other things that we can do. Settings, JSS. Oh, we can do actually JavaScript executions behind the scene. All right. Assertions, random API calls, variables, JS, and settings, user actions, which I think is going to be a wait for this. So we'll do that. We'll wait for somebody there. Not a hard-coded wait. Yes, it can do a hard-coded wait, but it's not what I'm asking it to do right now. I don't want to click on the samples at the moment. I just want to say wait for operations complete, process the wait up to 10 seconds for processing to appear. We could wait for a spinner or to disappear. I bet you we could do that. All right. Wait for something to appear back to the past. That's what we want over there. So we're going to edit this. Actually, I would like it to stop. Okay, that's cool. I want it to stop over here. And we'll go edit this. The statement we want there is back to the past. We want to go and click on that. Wait for that to appear. And then I guess that's recording. That's nice. We'll give this a run. We should get a green. Nope. We are going to go and hit this one more time. Come on. We'll pause that. Try that one more time over here. I think I've got it in my history. I guess not. So back to the past to appear. And I'm going to be copying that a few times. We'll put that over here. We'll hit the enter key. All right, so it's there. And then we're going to go click on back to the past. And it just added it there. That's cool. And these two things we are going to make those into a select, which I think we might actually already have. So we're going to put the select over here. If I type an action in this, I want to just have this and this be a selection, and we will create a flow, and that will be wait and click back to the past. The name already exists. All right. So I don't have to do that. I did that just a minute ago. So what I can do now is I'm going to go and we'll let the flow continue to run. And I'm going to go and add a console over there. All right, we'll refresh this. Sounds good. I think I want to take off the selected items there. Get rid of those. So now it's waiting for this. I'm not sure how long this waits. I wonder if you can tell it how long. I do have a timer in there. It'll tell you exactly how long this is taking to go. Maybe we could capture that and report that. How long did it take to execute? All right, so it's there. You just clicked on it. And we are back to our main page. Cool. Now, to do this, I am going to go and edit this. We're going to pause this and we'll go edit it. All right. Pause recording. Selected. All right, that's kind of cool. We'll rerun from the start. Give that a run. All right. I'll wait for the back to the past to appear. And there's the back to the past. We clicked on it and we're going to return back. Sounds good. You know what? Maybe these two, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go and do the next step. We'll create our test. There we go. Now, can we edit it from here? That is our edit one over. So there's our edit. And we could do this kind of blind because we go back to the past and then we're going to go click on the other 4 buttons. And what are those? That is wait for spinner is next. So we'll do a click. We'll go and duplicate this. We're going to duplicate it 4 times. What the heck? Duplicate 2, 3, 4 times. And this one, what I say it was wait for spinner. So we're going to wait for spinner. Okay. The next one is wait with toast message. Toast message. Okay. Click the toast message. Click the gas gauge. Oop. And the last one, we'll do that. Wait with pop-up. So wait with pop-up. All right, so we have all 4 of them, 4 processes. And I think I'm going to see if I can drag, a group of these down. Where did you go? Whoops. All right. I'm going to go grab that, put it at the bottom, because wait with pop-up is the 3rd. And then we're going to wait for the back of these guys. So these we can actually delete because we have another action to enter here. And that is we can, oops, it's not a visual check I want. I need to delete those. Thank you. I'll delete that. I'm not visually checking the thing. I'm going to go and add a action, which is click It was wait and okay. Wait. Is it wait? All capitals? Wait and click. Let's see where we can find that. We want to add an action over there. Select, see examples. Examples are cool. I'd rather have the whole list. And it did say that it had those there. So wait, and we want to add in our, so it says, hey, this isn't a valid step, buddy. Yeah, I know. Think what I will do is go back to our test. Well, we are in the test. Let's go connect over here. Okay. I think we're going to go with this guy. We're going to go delete. And this one, we're going to go delete. Okay. Interesting. Unable to run, test contains invalid step. Okay, let's go delete the invalid step. We'll do that. Look over here and maybe edit that. All right. Step number 8. Okay, so I cleared that out. Now I want to go and edit step 8. There we go. And step 8 says, let's wait for the button to appear. And then we want to click back to the past, right? We will click back to the past. This one we will duplicate over here. Okay. All right. Duplicate. We'll do a duplicate over here again. All right. All right. So we will wait for this to appear. And I'm going to go and we'll go see if we can delete that guy there. I understand the steps number 11 is bad. And we'll go delete that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go refresh this. Please reload. So we'll bring it back into our test. Unsaved draft. Restore my draft. Use latest saved version. There you go. I like, okay, that's cool. Someone with value, version control. I like that. All right, so we went to here. We click on wait with the gas gauge, wait with the back on that. And then we are going to go and add in wait and should have the wait and in there. I don't see it. So if I go and turn on the checkboxes, so step number 5, it says it does not like. We will delete that. I'll come over here. And we will add another action. Or are we going to turn on our checkboxes? We're going to go turn on the checkbox. So if I do a run, it says it won't run it because the page, okay. It went to the website, I actually went there, said click on this. All right. So it looks like we can interact with all 4 buttons over there. That's not a big deal. And if I go into pause my recording, and I'm going to go say click with spinner. Okay. We probably definitely would need to wait on that spinner to come back. We can also add steps. I think we can also add those in. All right. Very good. We're going to go click the back to the past button. And go click wait for pop-up. See if we add that in there. The recording is paused. All right. So I'm going to have to wait for that to come back. I may have to add a reset button in there. All right. We want to do click later. So we click the later button. And maybe catch that pop-up. Okay, we'll click back to the past. And we'll catch the fourth flow. Wait with pop-up. Oh, no, that was the one I just did, isn't it? Yep. Click the now button. Cool. All right. So we'll again click the back to the past. And we'll click on the Automation Guild, which brings us the new tab over there. Cool. Time link. We want to verify this. Verify. And we'll put in the examples. Verify or check. Total amount, the response, we're looking for a URL. The link status of the page. This one over here equals this. All right, we'll copy that. And I'll put that in here. Punch that in. And delete this. Now we click on this link and we verify that this page is here. Cool. All right. So we actually got our fifth one going over here. So I think we will restart over here. Okay. And 1 second. All right, we're back. We are running the test. Now we're asking to click on the later button, but it's not going to be there because that's a different flow, right? All right, so we wait for the back button, and then we are going to change this flow because it's a different one. All right. I wonder if we can make different flow. Yeah, maybe we make a whole flow out of this. We go and click on this, wait for the back to click the back to pass button, and this one is being repeated. Okay. Yep, that element could not be found. That's fine. Okay, we click on the wait for pop-up, click the now button. So we're clicking on the back to the past. We're going to go click the back to the past. And we're going to click the next one, which is wait for spinner. All right. So over here, we're going to click on this And we are recording, so we're going to click on Wait with Spinner. Now, where's our Wait with Spinner button? We're going to take a look for that. There's our Wait for Spinner. So we're going to bring this one up here. Wait, click. Back to the past. All right. So this one is clicking that one. We're going to go and wait for it. So we want to do these two. So I'll do those two. We'll see if we have that. Maybe I don't have it yet. Wait for this to appear and click it. And we'll create a flow. The flow will be wait and click back to the past. It says the name already exists. Well, we'll call it 2. We'll create that. All right, so we created that. And there's our run. Cool. So now we can do the run. That's what it was. I forgot the word run. All right, so this 3 steps. No, that's not part of it. Can I edit this? I think I can. Let's go edit that. Let's go fix that. We will go edit that. And I think we're good. All right, where are our flows? Test data. Stay on page. We want to go and save. We'll stop that. We'll stop this. Disconnect. And save our test. I would love to delete that. So, all right. Well, we're going to come back to that. It's been fun. And we'll try that again. Everybody, have yourself a great day. Cheers.